Well, apparently it's that time of the month where an absolutely insanely detailed, highly interactable bus mod drops. So the newest on the block is the D1 commercial frame vehicles by Urban Made. And this one has a little bit of an Asian or European flair to it. I believe that's where this thing is supposed to be from. But yeah, another absolutely amazing bus mod. I don't know what the obsession is with buses in beamng.drive, but we've been getting some seriously crazy detailed buses in beamng.drive, and I'm here for it, man. So be very prepared for a majority of this video to be me geeking out over how interactable these things are, because you can open pretty much every panel on this bus. There we go. Open that up. And of course, I believe we can open up the back one as well. Yes, you can. So a lot of storage on these buses, which, you know, kind of makes sense. You can even open up the emergency hatches, I believe. Where is the button? There it is. Both of them, as a matter of fact. And when we move on to the inside, of course, there is a slew of buttons that you can mess around with in here. So the big one is obviously going to be to open the front door. Now, I've never seen a bus open like this before, but it's pretty darn neat. You can even put down this seat here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so let's get a good look at that animation from the outside. There we go. Look at that, man. It's so cool. I love it so much. All right, so let's take a look around the bus here. So yeah, it's pretty standard bus. Why do all buses have this like weird pattern? Oh, you can open a door in the back as well. I heard it's actually because it hides dust very well. These like weird, goofy patterns. I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that before. All right, so what else do we have here? Oh, we got a bunch of buttons down here. Default ride height. We can maximize the ride height. We can kneel mode, which, yeah, so you can kneel the bus down and then open the door. You can turn on all the lights as well. So there we go. If you're riding at night, very, very detailed, this thing. We have seatbelts as well. You don't see that very often on buses or in just vehicles in general in beamng.drive. But we got them here, man. We got the GPS as well. What are we listening to on the radio, though? That's my question. I guess we're not listening to the radio. All right, so let's take this thing for a drive, shall we? If we can get this thing started. There we go. All right, so we're on our way. Now, this thing has a ton of body roll, that's for sure. Oh my God, does it feel like it's gonna flip? But I don't think it is, because if we go on the outside here and we hit a turn at about 30 miles an hour, you'll see this thing does roll a lot, but it never actually tips. I don't know if it's the center of gravity. Whoever designed this thing just was really good with center of gravity or not, but yeah, it body rolls quite a bit. So what do you say we do a crash test on this thing? Because why not? We'll hit a nice right palm tree down the way here. So here we go at about 50 miles an hour. Oh! We have removed the shell from the entire bus assembly here. Oh my goodness. Not what I was expecting to happen, but look at all the parts flying everywhere. It's glorious, man. I love it. Yeah, so now might be a good time to mention that this is not the only bus in this mod. There's actually, I mean, they all look fairly similar, but there's quite a few different versions here. We have the Kinder version, which is basically the school bus, the charter bus, the Mondrian City, the business bus, the more boring business bus. There's a lot of business buses. The Ministry of Justice convoy variation. So yeah, there's a lot of these. There's like a city bus, I guess you could say. Let's check out the city bus. I wonder if there's anything different about this. It's definitely bigger. Oh wow, yeah, this is a lot bigger. Look at all these panels you can open. There's even more panels to open on this one. My goodness, is that enough storage? I don't think it is. Here, let's like fully open this thing. There we go. You can see straight through the bus. There's so much storage on this thing. What's this little note on the outside say? Is that a prohibition of food stuff in service to maintain optimized service and transit? We forbid bringing this in public service. Food, drinks, especially hot. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe I've ever seen this many openable panels on one singular mod in this game before. It's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so do we have anything different on the inside? We have 2 doors we can open. Nicely done. Okay, so that's the more traditional kind of door opening animation there. Let's go ahead and close that again. And this one actually has the little pay booth thing as well. I don't believe this button was here. Let's push that. Interesting little chime there. It is the remove control stop request. It's a very nostalgic sound. I've definitely heard this before. Let's hear it again. That sound nostalgic for anybody? But yeah, it seems like we have pretty much the same controls back here as well. We can turn on all the lights. So it's like a very similar bus. I don't know if it's like the exact same bus. And we can click all these buttons, by the way. So it's to request the bus to stop. The engine gets louder when you're back here as well. The attention to detail, absolutely insane. All right, let's take the city bus for a ride. See if it's any faster. Probably not, but you know, it's a city bus. Does it really need to go that fast? I don't think so. But yeah, look at this. There's just something deeply satisfying about it, man. Again, I question, why are we getting so many absolutely amazing quality bus mods in beamng.drive? I really don't get it. I mean, I know the game has bus routes, but that feature has not received updates in years at this point. But you know, we got tons of content, tons of buses we could switch out for it at this point, which is pretty cool. I'm happy for the beamng bus community. Here we go. Crash test. This thing likes to break in half. You know, maybe that's why we have you may have seen it at the top of the variant list here, but we have like 2 chassis models. Or if you just want to drive the chassis for some reason, you definitely can. So there is 2, I guess, kind of weird versions of this mod. We have the police version, which is like seafoam green for some reason, with a beacon and glass cage for protecting glasses from thrown objects. And then we have the Poppy Pig, which is like the riot bus, basically. So it's like heavily armored. Let's try out the police version first, because it looks like you're going to have like 0 visibility through the front of this thing. Oh, okay. There's a little cube right there. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be pretty much just the same bus with just a little bit of flair on the outside, you know, a little bit of Mad Max-ishness. And of course we have the even more heavily armored version. This one right here. This is it's a little bit of a short guy, but does it really need to be any bigger than this? But yeah, this is the riot. You get I don't know what you do with this thing. You can still request to stop on it though, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's take one of these D1s off the car jump arena, shall we, and see how far they can fly. I mean, that's a lot of momentum moving down that hill, so I'm thinking maybe it might fly pretty dang far. Let's find out, shall we? We'll take that Vaporwave one down for a first run here. I don't know. I just like this thing. It's cool looking. Okay, here we go, off to a slow start, but it's got potential. This thing's going to be like an absolute missile flying down this hill. And there we go, up to 100 miles an hour. The engine hasn't exploded yet either. I'm kind of surprised. 160 miles an hour in a bus. Here we go. Nice jump. Oh, just shy of 300 meters. Back into the bus, coming apart a little bit, but we're still in one piece and rocketing towards the swimming pool for, honestly, pretty perfect launch and a pretty safe landing, all things considered. The front's falling apart a little bit, but besides that, we're pretty much A-okay. Now, let's try that again. Only let's go even bigger this time. Let's go for a full-on city bus. The express variant for long-range drive with arrows, spoilers, and fabric seats. Oh my goodness. So this one's made to go on the highway, so theoretically should be a little bit faster, huh? Secure cam. And while we're going down the hill, I just want to say there is a lot of little details for each and every version of this thing. So I highly implore you to check this mod out and pick through it and find any little Easter eggs you can. And let me know about them down in the comments, because you got to know there's going to be Little details hidden everywhere on this thing. And oh, I think we may have gone maybe 5 or 10 meters farther, but really not that much. They're pretty much all the same bus. And another good launch into the pool. Nicely done. But yeah, I will have the link to this mod down below. Definitely check it out. We got so many high quality bus mods in beamng.drive now, and keep them coming, honestly. I want to see how detailed we can get. Every button on the bus interactable. That's the goal, right? beamng can single-handedly take down all those like German bus simulator games. beamng is the new OMSI is basically what I'm saying at this point. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what? I will see you the next one. Bye-bye.